Hey there, friend. I want to ask you something. Have you ever felt like your energy is fading faster than it used to? Like you're getting enough sleep, eating what you think are healthy meals, but still dragging through the day, feeling sluggish or even a bit foggy? Well, I've got something important to share with you today. You might be missing key nutrients your body needs, nutrients that many seniors overlook, thinking they're eating well, but still struggle with fatigue, weakness, or even mood changes. And the good news, once you know what's missing, you can start making small changes that lead to big results. Let me tell you a quick story. My neighbor Henry was 72 and used to joke that his best days were behind him. He told me he felt tired all the time, even though he wasn't doing anything strenuous. He thought it was just getting older. But after his doctor ran some tests, they found he was low in a few key nutrients, ones that were quietly stealing his energy. Once he adjusted his diet and added a few supplements, he said he felt like he'd turned back the clock. He said, "I didn't realize my food wasn't giving me everything I needed." That's exactly what this video is about. We'll go over 5 common nutrient deficiencies that sap energy in seniors and show you how to fix them naturally. These aren't exotic supplements or complicated diets. They're everyday nutrients that support your body in powerful ways. Let's dive in. The first deficiency, and this one might surprise you, is vitamin B12. You see, B12 plays a huge role in nerve function, red blood cell production, and energy levels. But as we get older, our bodies often struggle to absorb it from food. Why? Because many seniors produce less stomach acid, which is needed to unlock B12 from protein. One woman I spoke to, Ruth, used to feel weak and forgetful all the time. She ate salads, whole grains, and even took a daily multivitamin. But her doctor told her she was B12 deficient. She said, "I thought I was doing everything right." After adding B12-rich foods like eggs, fish, and fortified oatmeal to her meals, she noticed a shift within weeks. She said she felt more alert, more stable, like she could actually enjoy my day again. So, what can you do? Start by incorporating more B12 sources into your meals. Fatty fish like salmon and trout, lean meats like chicken and turkey, eggs and dairy products, or fortified plant-based milks or cereals if you're dairy-free. And here's a tip. If your doctor finds a severe deficiency, a B12 supplement or injection might be necessary, but for most seniors, adjusting your diet can make a world of difference. Now, moving on to the second deficiency, and this one affects more seniors than you might expect. It's iron. Yes, iron helps carry oxygen through your blood, fueling every cell in your body. But as we age, many of us eat less red meat or struggle with digestion, leading to lower iron intake or absorption. And when your body isn't getting enough oxygen, you feel tired, short of breath, and even irritable. Let me share a quick example. George, a 78-year-old I met at a wellness fair, told me he used to love gardening, but stopped because he felt winded just walking to his mailbox. His doctor found he was iron deficient. He said, "I thought I was eating enough." After adding more iron-rich foods like lentils, lean beef, and spinach, he said he felt like he had a new lease on life. So, how can you boost your iron levels? Focus on both heme iron from animal sources and non-heme iron from plants. Red meat, poultry, and fish for easy absorption, beans, lentils, and fortified grains for plant-based options. And pair iron-rich foods with vitamin C, like bell peppers, oranges, or tomatoes, to help your body absorb it better. And here's something to watch for. If you're taking medications that reduce stomach acid, like proton pump inhibitors, talk to your doctor about how they might affect your iron levels. Sometimes a small adjustment can make all the difference. Now, before we continue, let me quickly recap what we've covered so far. We started by looking at vitamin B12, explaining why seniors often struggle to absorb it and how to replenish it through diet and supplements. Then we discussed iron deficiency, showing how low oxygen levels can leave you feeling drained and how to fix it with simple food choices. Each of these nutrients plays a vital role in energy and vitality, but they're easy to miss if you're not paying attention. In the next part, we'll explore 2 more hidden deficiencies that might be silently stealing your energy: vitamin D
and magnesium, and how to bring them back into balance. Because the goal isn't just to feel less tired, it's to live with strength, clarity, and joy every single day. So, stick with me. We've got more to cover.
All right, friend. In the last part, we talked about vitamin B12 and iron, two nutrients many seniors overlook, and how replenishing them can give you back your energy and clarity. And I hope you're starting to see how small dietary changes can make a big difference in how you feel. Now let's move on to the third deficiency, and this one might surprise you. It's vitamin D. You've probably heard that vitamin D is important for bones, but did you know it also plays a huge role in energy levels, mood, and even immune function? As we age, our skin becomes less efficient at producing vitamin D from sunlight, and many seniors don't get enough from food alone. This can leave you feeling sluggish, weak, and even down in the dumps. Let me tell you about a woman named Evelyn I met at a senior center. She used to feel tired all the time, even though she ate what she thought was a healthy diet. She said, "I thought I was doing everything right," but her doctor found her vitamin D levels were dangerously low. After spending 15 minutes in the sun daily and adding fortified foods to her meals, she noticed a shift within weeks. She said, "I felt more alert, more stable, like I could actually enjoy my day again." So what can you do? Start by getting sunlight, just 10 to 15 minutes a day without sunscreen, but protect your skin if you'll be out longer. Then incorporate vitamin D-rich foods into your meals. Fatty fish like salmon and sardines, egg yolks, fortified dairy or plant-based milks, mushrooms exposed to UV light. They naturally produce vitamin D. And here's a tip. If your doctor recommends supplements, choose a D3 form, cholecalciferol, and pair it with a small amount of fat, like olive oil or avocado, to boost absorption. Now moving on to the fourth deficiency, and this one ties back to what we've already covered, magnesium. Yes, magnesium. This mineral helps convert food into energy, supports muscle function, and even calms the nervous system. But many seniors are deficient because they eat processed foods, take diuretics, or struggle with absorption due to gut issues. Over time, low magnesium can leave you feeling drained, tense, and even irritable. One man I spoke to, Frank, used to feel exhausted after short walks. His doctor told him he was low in magnesium. After adding more green leafy greens, nuts, and seeds to his diet, he said he felt stronger and more relaxed. He said, "I didn't realize my body needed so much magnesium." So how can you boost your magnesium levels? Focus on whole foods: spinach, kale, and Swiss chard, almonds, cashews, and pumpkin seeds, dark chocolate, 70% cocoa or higher, avocados, and bananas. And here's a bonus: stay hydrated. Water helps your body absorb magnesium properly. If you're taking calcium or iron supplements, talk to your doctor about balancing them with magnesium. It works best when paired with these minerals. Now, before we wrap up in the final part, let me quickly recap what we've covered so far. We started by looking at vitamin B12, explaining why seniors often struggle to absorb it and how to replenish it through diet and supplements. Then we discussed iron deficiency, showing how low oxygen levels can leave you feeling drained and how to fix it with simple food choices. Next, we explored vitamin D, revealing how sunlight and fortified foods can restore energy and mood. And finally, we touched on magnesium, highlighting its role in converting food to energy and supporting overall well-being. Each of these nutrients plays a vital role in energy and vitality, but they're easy to miss if you're not paying attention. In the next and final part, we'll cover the fifth deficiency, potassium, and share how to put all these habits together for lasting energy. Because the goal isn't just to feel less tired, it's to live with strength, clarity, and joy every single day. So stick with me, we're almost there. All right, friend, we've already covered 4 powerful nutrient deficiencies that can silently drain your energy as you age: vitamin B12, iron, vitamin B, and magnesium. And I hope you're starting to see how even small gaps in your nutrition can add up to big fatigue. Now, let's talk about the 5th and final deficiency. And this one might sound simple, but has a huge impact: potassium. You see, potassium helps regulate fluid balance, muscle contractions, and nerve signals. But many seniors unknowingly eat diets low in potassium and high in sodium, which throws off this delicate balance. When potassium drops too low, you might feel weak, sluggish, or even experience muscle cramps and irregular heartbeats. Let me share a quick story. My friend Martha, who's 76, told me she'd been feeling unusually tired and noticed her legs cramped more often. Her doctor ran some tests and found she was potassium deficient. "I thought I was eating well," she said. After adding more potassium-rich foods like bananas, sweet potatoes, and spinach to her meals, she said her energy came back and the cramps eased. "It was like my body remembered how to work the way it used to," she told me. So what can you do? Focus on whole foods that naturally boost potassium. Bananas, oranges, and apricots, sweet potatoes, spinach, and broccoli, beans, lentils, and avocados, or low-sodium tomato juice or coconut water for a quick boost. And here's a tip. If you're on blood pressure medication, especially diuretics, talk to your doctor before increasing potassium. Some medications, like ACE inhibitors, can cause potassium to build up in the body, so balance is key. Now, before we wrap up, let's quickly recap everything we've covered. We started with vitamin B12, explaining how reduced stomach acid can block absorption, and how to replenish it with eggs, fish, or supplements. Then we looked at iron, showing how oxygen delivery fuels energy, and how to pair it with vitamin C for better absorption. Next, we explored vitamin D, revealing how sunlight and fortified foods support mood and vitality. And we touched on magnesium, highlighting its role in converting food to energy and calming nerves. And finally, we wrapped up with potassium, explaining how balancing it with sodium keeps muscles and nerves running smoothly. Each of these nutrients works together like a well-oiled machine. When one is missing, the whole system slows down. But the good news? Small adjustments, like swapping processed snacks for nuts and seeds, rich in magnesium and potassium, or trade a processed snack for a serving of lentils that boost iron and fiber, can begin to shift your energy in a positive direction. One woman I spoke to, Ruth, didn't overhaul her diet overnight. Instead, she started by adding a banana and spinach smoothie to her morning routine. Within weeks, she felt less tired and more alert. She didn't force herself to eat perfectly. She just made space for what her body needed. That's exactly how this works. You don't have to be perfect, just consistent. Start with one change. Maybe swap your usual salted crackers for a handful of pumpkin seeds rich in magnesium and potassium. Or trade a processed snack for a serving of lentils that boost iron and fiber. And remember, nutrition isn't just about food. It's about listening to your body. If you're constantly tired, irritable, or struggling with muscle cramps, it might not be just getting older. It could be a sign that your body needs more support. If you found this helpful, and I hope you did, I'd love for you to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel so you never miss another tip to help you live your best life after 60. And if you've already made changes to your diet and noticed the difference in how you feel, I'd love to hear about it. Drop a comment below and share your experience. Your story could inspire someone else to take that first step towards better health. Because the truth is, aging doesn't have to mean constant fatigue. With the right nutrients, you can protect your energy, mobility, and independence for years to come. Thank you so much for being here today. Take care of yourself, stay curious, and keep making choices that honor your body and your happiness. Until next time, eat well, move gently, and live your best life.